So I had forgotten all about posting these videos on YouTube and had been concentrating mainly on my blog at bvwilliams.com, and recently received a couple of requests about how I was doing, and I remembered that I hadn't posted in quite a while, and so I need to give just a brief update. Unfortunately, about 6 weeks ago, my cancer came back. I had about 11 months of remission after I finished the Hyper-CVAD Rituxan Velcade combination last year, and noticed a lymph node in my jaw up close to my ear, which is someplace I didn't have it at all last year, and another one in my neck, and sure enough the cancer was back. We caught it early this time though, so I think we're in a lot better shape. I have just finished my fourth and last weekly Rituxan IV at MD Anderson. I'm also taking Revlimid, which is a pill form. I take four pills a night at 5 milligrams each for 21 days, and I'm off for a week, and then another 21 days and off, so forth. Revlimid is a drug that has been approved for multiple myeloma and I can't remember, there's one other cancer, but was not approved for lymphoma, and therefore it's a clinical trial. So I'm having to travel back and forth between Dallas and Houston every week. Thankfully, for the next 2 months, it'll just cut back to every other week, and then after that, it'll be monthly. We're in the process of going through the stem cell transplant process, and my sisters are being tested right now to see if they're a match. And if hopefully one of them will be a match. If not, we'll go to the general registry. I have to say, for those of you that are watching this who have a family member that's going through mantle cell lymphoma, a lot are going through the Hyper-CVAD, and everybody handles it a little bit differently. I thought that was pretty harsh treatment. The Hyper-CVAD with Rituxan with Velcade was pretty harsh. I was in the hospital most of the time doing that for the 5.5 months. I have to say that this is quite a breath of fresh air. This treatment is much easier on the body. I occasionally get nauseated, and that's pretty much it. I seem to have leg cramps, but I had those last year during chemo too. I don't know why I'm getting them again this year, but I am. I haven't started losing the hair yet, at least not due to cancer. I'm losing it just due to age, but not cancer. My spirits are still good this year, just like last year. I'm, for some reason, still not really worried about the cancer. I'm worried more about the financial side of things. But this year, unlike last year, MD Anderson does have a social worker with lymphoma. Last year, they just lost their social worker, and we never did have one. This year they do have one. The transplant team has one, and so we've already been put onto some benefits that we didn't know were out there. So that's been very helpful. But anyway, I feel good. We're planning on holding off on the transplant if possible until next spring, just because my wife and I are both school teachers at the same school. With a transplant, at least what they're telling me, I'm going to be doing a mini allo, hopefully, at MD Anderson. And the plan is they put you in the hospital for about 5 days before the transplant, hit you with fairly high dose chemo. Then you have the transplant. You're in the hospital. If everything goes well, they told me probably less than 3 weeks, or close to 3 weeks. And then you have to stay at an apartment pretty close to the hospital for 2 months and come in pretty much every day to the hospital to get tested. So we're trying to plan it, schedule it so that some of that will take place during the first part of the summer, so my wife and I both aren't missing salary at the same time. That just depends on if they can get me in remission and keep me there. The node that was in the side of my jaw is completely gone. The one that's in my neck is almost gone, and that's after a month. I don't get retested for another month, so we're hopeful. But anyway, for those of you that have been asking, just want to let you know that we are fighting this again, but that's okay. We'll fight it again. People have beat this, and there's new and better research coming out all the time. So if you or a family member or loved one has mantle cell lymphoma, don't give up. There's a lot of us out there that have it, and we'll keep working together and keep fighting. So for now, everyone take care. This is Brad signing off from MD Anderson again. We're going to be heading back to Dallas tomorrow, and we'll keep living life.